Sup guys, Cookie Monster's bag of Doritos. It is October. I'm getting ready for Halloween, and today we anyway, so today we are going to be reacting to Electro Boom Funny Compilation. And the swearing is blocked out, so Mom and Dad don't complain. If my mom and dad tell me to delete a video, of course I have to, because otherwise they'll get really mad. So let's just jump right into it.
So don't do this at home. Now we'll have high voltage as...
I think I'll remove my face cam.
What the hell? Did I short something? Okay, retry. So don't do this at home.
Okay, I'm gonna have to turn off my face cam.
Now as soon as I turn on this... What the... What is this? Ow!
Oh, it's
One of these days.
it's because his camera is really bad. That was my first camera? Yeah, it was. Okay, it's better now. Why is he doing that?
Send it in.
He sounds like a kid that wants ice cream. Ready?
And here's my handicraft. Let's measure and see
No,
where we
don't
are.
do that! No. Oh my gosh.
It's higher. I made my own taser back in my old video. The arcs can jump well. You don't bring your finger close to a stun gun when it's running. Everyone can build something like this or even stronger, but it might not be legal everywhere. Hi, I completed my one Tesla kit assembly and I'm excited to try it together. Let's dim the lights. You should always keep a proper distance from Tesla coil. Let's play Pink Panther.
That's actually pretty
follow
cool.
the standards. So if she was in fact electrocuted, then why? Well, maybe she dropped the wall adapter in the water, completely submerged it, and then plugged it in.
Don't do that.
Oh, so I guess
I mean, everybody knows that if you plug a circuit or a wet circuit in, like, anything that has to do with electricity that's wet, if you plug that into something, it's gonna electrocute you or just cut out the whole system. at least of that room you're in. I'm pretty sure. I'm not the expert of this, but I guess I'm okay. I've made a electric motor.
This is pretty dead. See, soapy water is much more conductive than regular water. It shorts everything together, and with everything soaked, it just takes the electricity straight from the contacts to your fingers. And with you standing at the top, close to the earth, it runs through your body to earth and can shock you. But I don't think that's what happened either. She was an intelligent girl. She wouldn't just pick up a fully soaked wall adapter and plug it into the power. Might be something else. Okay. Slippery. I could take it off. Ow! On this circuit, that's responsible for the timing. And you can see a tiny negative sign beside it. That means that that side needs to be connected to ground or negative.
Don't do that.
Box.
I knew it.
The tip of the gun here simulates a human finger.
Yes, of course it does.
Always be careful with your tools. Now, they usually zap a completely assembled unit. But sometimes it's also beneficial to zap a bare board like this one and see what happens.
No. That's a motherboard that has much of connections. If you're gonna zap it, at least don't hold it.
On the actual board. Never hold the board you're zapping with your hand because they easily will jump your body through the board. Now to check my body tolerance, I set the output to minimum. At 0 volts, it's pretty...
No,
I set it to max. Will lethal in your mouth, but I can do that too.
That's gonna explode.
Stupidity. My elbow was sitting on one of these wires and the current went through my tongue to my elbow. Even I can feel the electricity with my finger, so I'll put it in the water. Nothing. Let's get close to the wires. Nothing. Still nothing.
And then you hit them and then
Oh, I'm starting to feel it here. What is this? Oh, there's a cut on this finger and the electricity can go through it much easier. You know, the flesh under the skin is much more conductive. I have a solution that will make you work out for dear life. It's called Workout or Die. It's a simple device. It's a belt that you tie around your belly with a tiny device that senses your motion. As long as you move, you're okay. But if you stop for any reason, it'll zap you like a mother. You will move no matter what, or else you will feel the pain. The device may often false trigger. The belt is very hard to open. It's made of very durable material resistant to sharp objects, and it cannot be cut. So you will run until the batteries die or you die. Just kidding, we have never had failed batteries. Please don't hurt anyone, including yourself. The device is very simple. It runs on 2 AA or AAA batteries and has 2 electrodes on the bottom and turns on with a switch. Now if you don't move, it says... Look at this. It's like the entire city of New York in here. Let's see if my thermal camera can figure out what's broken.
So cool.
Obviously the heat is coming from that corner of the board. I wonder what it is. How hot is it?
Heat.
Wow, 135 degrees Celsius? So this black chip is broken, and judging by the number of inductors around it, I assume it's the main power supply for the board. I made this simple circuit and I'll plug it in.
I wouldn't do
Now
what
the
he's
circuit is
gonna
hot
do
and the voltage is on the...
because I've seen that one.
Something you must never forget is that some capacitors, like electrolytic ones, are polarized, and you must never connect them backwards or they will blow up. Now...
Just to be honest, this guy sucks at electricity. I mean, I wouldn't do so much better, but I can at least make, I can at least take a motherboard, connect 2 motors to it, connect an on-off button, and connect an antenna to a controller. And then that's kind of an IC thing. I can at least do that. I think we're gonna see Johnny English today. That'll be fun. And then we're going to go to Sweden on Thursday and see the new baby. I have to do a vlog on that. You thought I broke the screen, didn't you? Nope, I got a new phone. The Moto C Plus. Are you serious? Oh, yeah. Hey, puppy. Puppy's fine. If I flip this and then play.
I've replaced the capacitor on my circuit and I'll plug it in. In addition to polarity, the capacitors must be rated properly to be able to handle the voltage across them, or they will blow up, obviously, for you. To measure the 120 volt AC, I put the meter on AC and I measure the voltage. Oh my God! Sometimes when you're probing a line, you might touch the probes, but never forget about the voltage on the probes. And each pair is attached to one of these cables, which we can plug them into the wall power plug.
And then it will explode. Oh, it's a guitar. No, it will just shock
Please join me for the first time to hear how it sounds. And 1, 2, 3, 4.
That's exactly what I thought was gonna happen.
It definitely made me sound like a rock star, although it feels more like an electric chair than a guitar.
My dad could do that.
Here I opened the camera, but the first thing to remember is that there are a lot of bits and pieces and small and large screws that go in the camera. So always remember what those were and store them nicely to avoid losing them. Now let's take a look at the camera again. There are a number of electronic circuits in the camera, and there are connectors everywhere, like this one, a connector here, 2 connectors there, 1 connector here. This is actually a connector, and if you can see, there is a connector under the connector here. And if I flip the camera, and you can see the lens here, and if I remove the lens, you'll see the giant flash capacitor right here. Ow! Piece of shit! Apparently the flash capacitor is holding around 300 volts of charge in it, and it can hurt a lot if you touch it.
No
so I recovered the head
right?
and rotate it and mount it on the tail by piercing into the tail. Well, never pierce a hole towards your body. This tail is a little bit tough, so I'm going to drill a hole into it. Do not drill, pierce, cut, or do anything dangerous towards your body parts. And if you think the scene you just saw was so fake, lame, and unreal, then let me show you my hand. This is a stab wound from many years ago when I tried to pierce open something with a knife and the knife tripped. And this bolts. So for example, if I connect my 12 volt supply here to the primary and charge it and then disconnect it, the voltage of the primary should jump up, creating a huge voltage on the secondary here that should create a spark. Let's try it out. There is nothing. Is there actually a voltage?
Yes, there is.
Well, my theory was right. Obviously, there is high voltage on the secondary. But the problem is that that high voltage pulse period is so short, it can't create an arc. But the doors. Let's try it out.
But the doors.
Wow.
Don't put your fingers in between that. What did I just say, little boy?
It's a strange pain. It's as if somebody is stabbing your finger, but the blade, it doesn't stop there. It keeps going through your veins until it reaches your heart. I love it. I made it look more like a taser by gluing the...
So you would like to have someone stabbing you in the finger, keep the blade going up in your nerves or veins or whatever he said, and hit your heart. You be dead, little boy!
His nails to it. Let's look at its spark now. This gap is quite wide. Let me measure it for you. Well, you know, metal is is generally conductive, and electrons always find the easiest path to travel. Okay, let me show you how well it works. First, without the anti-pair.
Why is he doing that by his computer too? Does he even have a
If I
smoke
can just
alarm?
pass these cables under the table here.
And that happens.
Always finish your wiring before connecting to your power supply. Now instead I'm going to use my power limited supply up here that will drive this pump that's made of this DC brushed motor here. And it's going to run fluid into the cylinder back here that will move it around. Now I enable the power supply. Always double check your connections. Using the knife is dangerous and will not work. I've seen some women back in Iran that burn their arm hair off on a stove, and I'm gonna try that. I have my lighter fuel here and my fire extinguisher in case anything goes wrong. Just put a
The lighter
dab of this on my
fluid
mustache,
in case anything goes wrong.
and I'm ready to go.
Just slap yourself and it will probably go away.
This is a air horn. Make yourself familiar with your tools. The fuse box should be somewhere in the hood has a stand that has to be securely placed into the hood hole. Get together, I'm gonna shoot the box. I put the bullet in, and there's a switch here that acts like a trigger. So here we go. Well, it's always wise to aim away from yourself. So let's try again. Put the bullet in. Wow! Let's try it a couple more times. 100 ohm resistor and connect it to the output to see how the waveform changes.
But it would probably shock me.
A quick calculation shows having 170 volts across 100 ohm generates 300 watts of power. It's like having a 300 watt lamp between your fingers. It burns your skin very quickly. Now I use pliers to hold the resistor. See, the output voltage drops, but with very small ripples because there is a lot of filtering. Wow, I was holding that. I let it cool down for a while and the ceramic core takes a long time to cool down, and now it... The hell?
Don't touch that.
The hell? Why bad things happen to good people? Go. Ooh. Shear lock. Thanks to my flimsy wire connections to the transformer that fell off quickly, I only sustained some third-degree burns. My stupid long sparklers made my structure top-heavy, which of all people fell right on top of me. I leave a bunch of safety tips on my website, but such experiments are not worth dying for, so don't do it.
The heck is that?
Kind of works. It's a little bit weak though. Nothing that a strong drill battery can take care of. This baby is 12 volts compared to the two AA's that are 3 volts total. It's gonna give it the oomph that it needs. Okay, let's power it up. Never do stupid that you will regret for the rest of your life. Put the probe on one side
That's
and only
fake
touch
blood.
one of the AC lines.
Why did
Well, that was a pretty bad idea.
Why
I
does
couldn't
he
keep
touch
steady enough to
all
read
of
the
them?
stupid meter.
Why
I
does he
could've died.
touch all of the electric circuit? Okay, I'm powered back on now, please. Okay, my finger turned me back on. Okay.
First, you plug it to the inverter. Anytime you connect a power harness, connect it to your load side first, so you wouldn't short your power supply or shock yourself.
You still shot yourself.
So it's impossible for these to
That's
excite
a
the fluorescent
Tesla.
bulb. What the? Now this string is one that I couldn't fix with the lighter
motor.
sparker and doesn't turn on either. Let's try the taser now. You should know better not to get too close to high voltage. Now, hear me.
Why would he touch a Tesla?
Increase the voltage a little bit. Okay, let's do 100 volts. Ready? Should be less painful. Ow. Okay. Ouch. What the? Ow. What the is the current rising? Ow. It seems like at higher voltage and current, the skin doesn't limit the current anymore. It is failing one way or another, and its resistance is dropping, increasing the current. It'll be a hell of pain. Okay, come on. Sorry guys, the pain is too much for me, but I'm sure it will. It opened! It opened! Install GFCI in bathrooms, people.
Don't start smoking.
Oh my god. Okay, finally, let's power it up.
I mean, he's doing it by his really cool, good computer. And speakers.
It's done. Let's turn it on and see how it looks like. The LED lights can be very intense and directional, so don't look into them directly as it may hurt your eyes. I like to put it on my tongue, but before that, I have to reduce the voltage to something like 1 volt, because you know, the resistance of the tongue is much smaller than the skin. And still, if I short the power supply, I get the same 150 amps. Okay, you can see it still sparks. Let's try it out. What the I thought I set it to 1 volt. Don't completely trust the gauges on your instruments, and always double check them with a meter.
Well, that was that video. 22 minutes. Okay, I'll see you guys next time. Peace out, and... Oh!